welcome to the video. Sorry, this hair's annoying me. This is just going to be me just talking about my new training plan. I've got it here that we've implemented. So this is a bit of a change from what I was doing before. I was doing push-pull legs, arms. Now we're going to be moving on to day one legs, which to me is going to be Monday. And on Tuesdays we're going to do delts and biceps. On Thursdays it's going to be back, and on Saturdays we're going to have chest and triceps. Now this is part of a 2 rotation system, so this week's rotation 1, next week will be rotation 2, and vice versa. Now it's quite back to basics with these movements now, so we're just trying to get as much out of these basic movements as we can, rather than fluffing it up with things that we don't need to do. So likes of leg day is basically just going to be calf raises, abductors, hamstrings, a couple of squat movements, leg press, and like an RDL type thing, like a hamstring pivot. And the delts and biceps, again, there's no fluffing about. There's no there's some isometric holds. There's the odd bit of partials in there, so it's not really a thing. Wait, I'll actually put I'll put here. I'll put the leg day. Now I done that session yesterday. No, I done that session Tuesday. Because I didn't get the workout, the plan till Monday. So I done that session on Tuesday, and I'll say it kicked my utter arse. But it felt really good. Like on this plan it's meant to be pendulum squat and rotation 1, but as I go to a pure gym, there is no pendulum squat, so I did banded hack. Now I have a love-hate relationship with a hack at pure gym. I find that it's rough on the knees because it's not adjustable at all. But I don't know if they just maintained it or what. But it was very smooth. With the back, I was able to get 30 kilo a side, and I think I can get 2 plates a side, which would be 40 kilo a side, which for me is non-existent on that hack usually. But it was very hard and good in that sense. I'll put up here, this is the delts and biceps, which I done, which would have been Wednesday, which was yesterday on the time of filming. So I done this at Future Fitness, which is not going to be a regular occurrence, but I happen to be over that side of the city. And also I'll put the workout there. This again, not a lot of fluff, rear delts. I was meant to do seated barbell military press, but I couldn't get the space, so I done machine shoulder press. So it was a machine overhead press. Again, very good movement. Felt really good. Pushed it to failure. And then it's just like an incline Smith press, lat raise. What we did, which I thought was weird on a delt and bicep day, was we done T-bar row, but we done it so that your hands are like this, so you're pulling totally with your upper, like it's more like an upper back rear delt movement, which is a weird movement for me, but it's something I definitely think I can get used to and push some decent weight doing it. And just your usual, we've got your D-handle cable curl. Obviously I'm using the assist your lift bar for that, which just gets you in a better position for the curl. And one thing that I hadn't used before is a unilateral pad supported dumbbell hammer, so like using the preacher curl pad. It was an unusual movement, but it totally stops the swinging when it comes to hammer curls, so I can see there being a lot of good development from that, and utilising that. And then at the end, it was just basic. It was a basic shoulder mobility exercise using a thing called shoulder rotations and spider crawls. If you look on John Meadows' YouTube, you'll see it. It's basically you get a mini band and you have your hands like that, and you're basically just moving up and down, and you're just doing that for rounds. Really, really good for keeping your shoulders nice and healthy. The third day on this plan is, I'll put it here, that's rotation 1, so it's back. Now this will be getting done for me tomorrow, which is Friday time of filming. There's nothing on this that I haven't done before. So like there's a machine pull down, lat pull down, deadlift, bent over rows, chest supported T-bar. Now the chest supported T-bar, I'm going to have to use a machine it's a row. You have it in the Pure Gym where you're sitting down. They've got the pad here and the bars are here, so it's more like this. So I'll need to maybe use the neutral grip handles and for the back movement in that. But it's something you've just got to adapt. You've got to adapt these things to your gym, because if you don't do that, it's going to be really, really difficult to get the workouts in. Banded pull up, that sort of thing. A weighted hyper extension, which is something I have done in previous, but I'm going to try and do this a lot more meticulously, and actually record it, and then just like finishing with some shrugs, some seated dumbbell shrugs. The last day of rotation 1 on this, put that here, that's going to be chest and triceps. It's a movement. It's chest and triceps is a thing that I really need to build up. Same with delts and biceps. So it's something we're really, really focusing on. So on this, there's not a lot. Again, there's not a lot of fluff movements. You've got pec fly. Sorry, okay, stop it. Sorry, the dog's scratching so there. You get a pec fly machine, and then it's just like an incline barbell press, a flat dumbbell press, which is something me and Will haven't done. Like flat dumbbells. We don't really do a lot of flat chest exercises. I've got a mid-incline Smith press, which is a rest pause. Plate loaded machine press, which I don't think they have plate loaded at the Pure Gym, so I may have to use a different style of machine for that. Now I've got something called coastal pec fly. Now this is where you get the cuffs, like the ones you get from 1MR, that'll be the ones I'll be using, and you put them on your kind of upper arm, elbow, upper arm, and you're seated and you're coming up like this. Now this totally takes out the elbow and shoulder trouble that you have from pec flies, so that'll really help just isolating that chest. Tricep cuffed extensions, which myself and people I work out with, we call them Wolverines, because you're standing like this. Anybody that's comic fan will know that. And then just your usual finishing with skull crushers, dumbbell floor skull crushers, so you've got dead stop and coming back up. Now on the second rotation, it's only slightly different, likes of on legs, I'll put that here. We're just exchanging likes of pendulum squat for a hack squat, and remaining deadlifts for stiff leg deadlift dumbbell. So you're just switching a couple of exercises, see if you can hit certain muscle groups slightly differently. And again, that goes the same for everyone. So in delts and biceps, the change is a preacher curl and a seated dual dumbbell hammer curl, rather than a cable curl and a unilateral hammer pad supported hammer curl. On back, that just means that it's going to be rack pulls rather than deadlifts, which is the only change in that. And the chest and triceps, we're going to be doing a flat barbell press and then an incline dumbbell press, so they've been switched round, and that's the only change there. So there's not a lot of difference in rotation 1 and rotation 2, just slightly hitting the muscle slightly differently. So this is going to be the plan going forward. The meal plan will be changing soon as well, probably, but I'll put that on Instagram rather than going through it on here. But I hope you like this kind of sit down video, and if you want to contact me in any way, all the information will be down below, and thank you.